up, YouTube? Winterguard here. Today we're going to get into the third and last part of the series on magic find efficiency between areas. So I've done two previous. We compared Ancient Tunnels and Pits, and then Andy Mephisto, and now we're going to do Diablo versus Baal. I tried to line them up to be as close as possible to the same type of farming. Baal and Diablo, I think, line up fairly decent because you have to deal with the seal bosses for Diablo and you have to do the waves for Baal. So the time should be fairly close. It depends on what you skip. For Baal, I'll be skipping the 2 levels going down to Baal. They are good magic find areas. They're monster level 85, so they are good to farm. Just for efficiency's sake and comparison, we're just going to do the wave clears and the seal boss clears. And we're going to just kind of get a look at numbers versus loot-wise versus items, charms, runes, that sort of thing. I'm going to run an hour on each. They'll probably, like I said, time-wise, they'll probably be pretty close to the same. I want to say 5 to 6 minute runs, so we're probably looking 10 to 12 runs in an hour. And we'll take a look at the end and see what kind of loot we got. Of course, we'll show a compilation of drops as we find them, and we'll go from there. Again, this is the third in the series, and I'm not going to be doing seal popping on Diablo. We're going to just kill the monsters in between. I'll probably do a separate video. I'm really curious, since I brought up that particular type of clearing for Diablo, what the numbers would stack up against just doing a regular Diablo clears versus seal popping and the item and drop counts and that sort of thing. So I'm probably going to do a separate video on that and do a comparison. It's really got my curiosity up. I know we'll be able to get a lot more clears or runs just in total doing the seal popping technique, but I just want to get a look at items, and of course it'll be purely anecdotal. I'll probably do an hour of each and we'll just see what happens. And that's the same thing here. This is purely anecdotal. RNG just plays too big of a factor in drops to make really any kind of determination from what we get here, but it'll be just kind of fun to see how it stacks up. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show my gear. I'm going to do an overlay this time, so if you want to get a detailed look at the items, just pause real quick and just you can see it on the overlay. I'll have every item up. I'm not going to do charms, that sort of thing. And for these runs, I'll be using my orb firewall build. I'll put a link in the corner to the video where I do that build, and then we'll go ahead and get into the runs. So let's go ahead and do this. If you enjoy the video, give me a like and subscribe. Link to our Discord's in the description. Pretty active community. I will probably be doing a giveaway this weekend. Normally we throw together a pretty big giveaway game at some point over the weekend. If you're in Discord, you'll see it when it starts up. So join up and take advantage, especially if you're undergeared and feel like you're not getting anywhere. We do give away some decent items. A week or two ago, we gave away, I believe, there was several torches and some other fairly high level items. I have a couple of items that I will probably be dropping in the free games, and they will probably be in the line of, say, for instance, Shakos, that sort of thing. So join the Discord if you want to take advantage, but let's go ahead and get into the compilation of what dropped, and then we'll do a recap at the end. Okay, we're about 18 minutes into our Diablo runs. This is probably the first item of note. we get a pair of set of Titans. They unfortunately they're not ethereal and they did not roll well. So, oh well. Okay, as you see, we're wrapping up our Diablo kills here. I think I was actually able to squeeze in one more run, but nothing of note there. Killing one of the seal bosses, and we get the unique mesh armor. This is Shaft Stop. It's actually a really nice mid-tier mercenary armor. It's actually the first one I've gotten, so we'll showcase this since I haven't gotten it before. But again, not a bad mid-tier mercenary. Okay, we're on Baal. This is probably second or third run in. As you can see, we get really nice drops off of him. It's like second or third kill. I get in another Andariel. I hadn't seen one in a while, but this is my second one. Unfortunately, not ethereal, but still a great drop. And then we get the Venus chest piece. I've got a couple of these, but I'll probably hang on to it. Okay, we're about halfway through the Baal runs, and it's been a little bit of a pain, and the mercenaries can be kind of stupid sometimes, just wandering off. But as you can see, we get another set of Titans. Nope, not ethereal, but these roll 195. That's out of 200, so this is a really good set. Be hanging on to those. Okay, so as you can see, got some decent drops actually for an hour in each area. That's actually not really bad at all. Definitely beats my several hours spent in Travidcall for sure. But as I've said before, I prefer doing boss runs, especially Diablo and Baal. I really enjoy doing clears in both of those. So as you can see, in an hour's time, we actually got some really decent items. We got another Andes. Unfortunately not ethereal, but still a great item. Got the Shaft Staff, which is, with the 30 DR, that's a really good mid-tier mercenary item. Unfortunately, it doesn't have resist, so once you get into higher difficulties, this might need to be replaced. But you could run this for run this on your mercenary for a pretty good while. And it's also not bad for a melee character, mid-tier as well. I got two Titans. The one that dropped off Diablo was really bad with the 164 ED, but this one off of the Baal runs is a really nice pickup. This is 195 ED. That's out of 200, so pretty good drop. Unfortunately, it's not ethereal, so you know, can't have everything. And then we got Mavina's chest, which dropped with the Andes, so kind of a nice little double drop there. I believe that was it. It's 2 hours of running. That's not a bad haul. Unfortunately, the charms and runes didn't play out, and I'll pop those numbers up on for each run. For Diablo, we were able to get in 11 runs. We got 17 set uniques, 6 charms, and 7 runes. And as I mentioned in my last video, each rune drop has a chance to roll high, so it's just a matter of RNG whether you get a decent drop or not. But the more times they drop, the more chances you get to get a high rune. But for Baal, that was really kind of weird. I got the same number of runs in. Actually, got 12. I got 12 runs in on Baal. Was able to do it a little quicker. 19 set uniques, but only 1 charm and 1 rune drop, which was significantly less. But Chaos is kind of known for rune drops, so that kind of makes sense. I would imagine if you actually did clears through the World Stone Keep down to Baal, you'd probably get a lot more, because there's a lot of mobs through both those areas. The level 2 is probably more of a pain. You're going to run into a ton of souls, so I usually kind of skip that unless I see that they're not there. Then a lot of times I'll do a clear there. And for whatever reason, this today I got chamber, the Baal chamber was just non-stop with huge packs of souls. So it was a really difficult run. Actually died a couple times in the chamber, and I wish I had a screenshot of it. Well, maybe I have. I'll look back through and see if I got a picture of one of the times that I died where there were just souls all over the place. It was crazy. But anyways, so as you can see, they're both great places to farm. They're again, they're both my favorites. So for 2 hours worth of running, we really did get some great drops. So we'll leave it at that. I'll probably do the comparison between seal popping versus regular running in my next video. I'm really curious to see how those numbers shake out. So we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. Oh, and just as a reminder, I was mentioning at the beginning about possible giveaways. I do have, as you can see here, this was just from farming, just while I'm on. A lot of times I'll be on Discord just chatting it up with the guys and just running random stuff. And so I got some stuff. I have already given away one arachnid. I probably will give this one away, but I don't think I'm going to drop it into a freebie game. I really would like to come up with something a little more interesting than that to give away this Iraq. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably come up with some sort of contest. We'll see how that comes out. If you got any ideas, drop them in the comments. But I plan on giving this Iraq away. It's the third one that's dropped for me. I gave the second one away when we spun up the Discord, and one of our members got that. So I got another one that I will probably give away as well, but I prefer to do it in a more interesting way. So if you got any ideas, drop them in the comments. Maybe we'll come up with something. And I got this Storm Shield. I'm still debating on that. That's actually my first one, so I might hang on to it. I don't know yet. So stay tuned for that as well. I got a couple of extra Shakos though, so I'm probably dropping those off in one of the freebie games. But that'll wrap it up. So we'll leave it there. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a great day. Keep on farming.